Good morning, I'm Richard from Big Bear Bikes. I'm the senior technician here in the workshop. I am going to, this morning, run you through an M-check, a safety check that you can do before you go riding. So, an M-check is the shape of the check, essentially. So if you were to look at the bike and take a line, you go from the back of the bike, up to the saddle, down to what's called the bottom bracket, up to the headset, and then down to the front hub. So what you're checking for here is essentially anything loose or anything that appears to be not right. So we'll start at the back. So what you would do is you get hold of your bike, as I am now. So you start at the back. So start off with you check to make sure that the bolt through or the QR is tight. So in the case of a QR, obviously they're slightly different than bolt throughs. But what you can do is back it off slightly. So you would open it up. Make sure that the wheel's in the dropouts properly, and then you just close it. Happy days. The next bit you're looking for is any obvious damage to your derailleur or anything like that. In general, it'll be fairly obvious because there'll be scrapes, scratches, dents that might be bent. Generally speaking, it shouldn't happen unless you've had a crash. Once you've looked at that and you're happy with that, you look at where the chain's sat in the gears. The chain is sat in the gears, okay, that's great. So then you want to lift the bike up, just do that with the wheel. What you're checking for here is any play, so bearings or anything like that's worn at that point. So once you're happy with that, you up to here, so you're up to the seat. So basically, again, similar thing, make sure everything's tight, the seats not moving, not rattling, not causing any issues, any obvious visual damage that you can see. So nothing there. So then you move down to the bottom bracket area, the crank area. So again, similar thing. Is the derailleur as it should be. And the next bit to do is to get hold of the cranks, and all you're feeling for here is a slight bit of play. So within the frame there is two bearings. The bearings can wear and you can get play within that. You'll feel that in the cranks, it'll feel rough. So even backpedaling it like that, you'll notice. Happy with that, you're moving up to the headset. So this is the bearings basically within the steering of the bicycle. At this point, what you're looking for here is ensuring that it's tight. One dead giveaway is the spacers will move. So if you're doing that, if they're turning, it's not tight enough. If that's the case, and I'll probably show you in another video, you can tighten the headset. We'll show you that another time. In this case, we'll just assume that it's all's fine from that point of view. So you've looked at that, you're happy with that. You can rock it backwards and forwards, that'll show you if there's any play in there. Nothing there. So you're checking the bars, any obvious damage, you know, if things are okay, great, fantastic. So then you move down to the front, and slightly less complicated but similar to the rear basically. Have a quick look at it, make sure there's nothing obvious. The brakes are all lined, everything that is in place. And then from that point of view, pick it up, do that, make sure there's no play in it. Spin the wheel, and there you go. That's pretty much an M check. Last little cheeky check you can actually do is this simple sort of bounce test, because if there's anything loose that you've missed, you can hear it rattling. You know, you don't need to drop it from a great height obviously, but just a small thing like that, and that's it, you're good to ride. There we go. So that is an M check. It's a good check to do prior to riding and sometimes after, particularly if you've had a hard ride. Okay, many thanks.